Hello, how are we doing? Welcome back. We're here today to do another week of 5 Draft League. This one might be a bit rushed because I am recording this and immediately I'm going to be hopping into battle, so I gotta make this quick, but I'll still do the usual stuff. So last week we came off of a very, very close loss against the Sanguine Scissors, and as said before, this is likely our last chance to make the playoffs, because if we don't get these next 3 wins, then it's going to be very, very next to impossible to get the playoffs. So we gotta hope for at least 5-5 and hope we can climb that ladder, and I'm hoping we can do that because we have been playing well. We just had a few unfortunate moves or a few unfortunate chances of bad luck that have costed us. So hopefully we'll be able to turn that around. But anyways, this week we are playing the Sanguine Scissors. We can look at their team. Or not the Sanguine Scissors, but playing against the Quirky Quagsires. I just said we played against the Sanguine Scissors last week. So the Quirky Quagsires have Corviknight, Mimikyu, Salazzle, Galvantula, Quagsire, Floatzel, Mega Sceptile, Chansey, Cresselia, Moltres, Hitmonchan, Lucario. So, this team is interesting because it's a lot of super bulky Pokemon mixed in with a lot of frail, fast attackers. There seems to be this big imbalance of like having this one side that's all bulk and then this one side that's all offense with a few Pokemon in between. But there's definitely a lot of tough Pokemon. Pokemon like Corviknight, Quagsire, and Cresselia are going to be hard to break. Pokemon like Salazzle, Mega Sceptile can do a lot of damage. So it's all going to be based on how we play it. But let's go ahead and take a look at the team. First up, we have probably the most interesting set of this week, and that is our Dragon Dance Noivern. So we're actually running Dragon Dance because I've noticed his team has some trouble dealing with super fast setup sweepers, and Noivern seems to do that pretty well this week. Originally, I was thinking of doing a bulk up Urshifu, but I realized I want to outspeed everything instead of trying to rely on Sucker Punch. So we're doing that. We're running Dragon Dance with dueling Heat Wave Leech Life. Heat Wave is mainly there for Corviknight. I don't think it 2-shots if he's specially defensive, but it still does a lot, especially with Life Orb boost. Then we have Dual Link for just general damage, and Leech Life is there mainly for Cresselia, but also so we can get healing off of things that try to swap in or things that can't really take the move, like Chansey. This set is pretty hard walled out by Quagsire. It's just because Unaware Quagsire is very hard to break unless you're running grass moves, and we do not have a grass move on this thing, but we do have a grass move on our Roserade. So we're bringing a kind of utility Roserade again. It's fast speed with HP investment. And then we're running Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Sleep Powder, and Synthesis. So it's pretty similar to what we ran last week, except we also have Giga Drain instead of Spikes. Because I like rocks better this week anyways. Black Sludge for healing, Natural Cure, so we don't have to worry about status ailments. But yeah, this is mainly here for that Quagsire. It's faster than a few of his mons and can come in and punish things. Floatzel should not be able to one-shot us. Salazzle should not be able to one-shot us, and even though we can't do a lot of damage to Salazzle, we can punish it with a Sleep Powder. We are hard walled out by Corviknight, same as last week. The Steel Flying Walls is out, but if we can get a Sleep Powder on it, that'll make that thing much less of a threat, so it'll be good. Next up, we have our Raichu. Raichu is going to be playing a fast pivot with that Magnet with Thunderbolt, Grass Knot, Volt Switch, and Play Rough. Thunderbolt, Volt Switch hit a lot of his team for good damage. Grass Knot is there for Quagsire, and Play Rough is there for Mega Sceptile. Because if we didn't have Play Rough, we'd get walled out by Mega Sceptile. If we didn't have Grass Knot, we'd get walled out by Quag. Yeah, this thing's good speed. I think the only things that are faster than it are Salazzle and Mega Sceptile. So everything else we're faster than. Oh, and Floatzel. Floatzel's faster. Everything else we're faster than. We can hit with good damage. Even Chansey. because Chansey's usually specially defensive. We can probably hit it with a play rough for a decent chunk of damage. And then everything else takes a lot of damage from what we have, especially Magna boosted Thunderbolt, Magna boosted Volt Switch. Next up we have our Aggron. Aggron is running a bit different, but some of the same. We're running Iron Head, Stone Ninja, Roar, Stealth Rock. Roar is mainly there for Corviknight, because I think he's going to try and do a bulk up Corviknight against us, and if he does that, then we just need to roar that out, because we cannot compete with that. Even if we were cursed, we can't compete with that, because obviously he has a better speed tier, and he will have recovery, so that's not really an option. So if Corv tries to come in and set up on us, we're just going to roar it out so we can stop that. Next up we have our Azelf. Azelf is a bit of a same set that we ran last week. Nasty Plot with Psychic, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball. This time we're running Wise Glasses. So the idea behind this set is this is mainly to set up and take out mainly one of the walls, because there's a lot of strong walls like Quagsire and Chansey and Cresselia. So if Azelf can even set up and take out one of those walls, that will be definitely what it's there for. But it does have good speed here, and if we can get set up well, then we should be able to knock out a couple of things if we get a chance. Obviously things like Mimikyu will kind of kill us, but we do have good setup and we can take out a lot if we get that priority, so we have to wait for that. And then last, we're running a Choice Specs Vanillix. This is almost identical to the set of the Scarf Vanillix we've run a few times, but this time we're running Choice Specs, because with Choice Specs, Blizzard I believe is a guaranteed 2-ko on Corviknight, especially even if it's specially defensive, so that will be very good. Also, Blizzard Freeze Dry just do a lot, especially to Pokemon like Quagsire and a Pokemon like Mega Sceptile. So it's just there to be in the back to do some good damage. Obviously it's somewhat frail, but it can take one from most things and dish a lot back, so that's the plan with that. But yeah, that's the whole thing, and I will see you all for the battle. Okay, and we're here. This is like immediately after. Okay, let's take a look at what he brought. Compared to my notes, so Corviknight's here, obviously. Mimikyu is here. I do have Floatzel here instead of Salazzle. And then we have some interesting picks. I had them listed out in my head, but I didn't list them here. So he has Chansey, Mega Sceptile, Lucario, instead of Galvantula, Cresselia, and Quagsire. So no Quag. I'm honestly feeling not too bad about that. I would say it could make Roserade less effective, but it still does decent damage against things like Mega Sceptile and Mimikyu and all that. I guess I should make it public. Trying to think of what he wants to do. I think ideally what I want to do is get in early and set up rocks. He might try to do the same, but I don't know. I think Chansey would be his only rock setter on this team. Yeah, I think the plan here is to lead Mega Aggron, get our Mega off so we have that, and then set up rocks. If he sends into something scary to us, I don't know what that would be. I think that'd be Lucario. Then we can swap to Azelf or Roserade, but I think the Mega Aggron play is the best opener we have, so I'm gonna do that. So, but his team is not as defensive I thought it would be. It still has some good defenses, but it's not as defensive. I didn't make a lot of notes. He leads Floatzel. Okay. Let's look at Mega Aggron. Let's look at Floatzel. If it's special, he could do a lot of damage to us. If it's physical, might do a decent chunk. I feel like this is his normal set, and I feel like he's gonna go for a flip turn here, probably. Maybe bring in Corv right away. Because if he's special, I think... Yeah, special I can basically bring in Roserade. So we're gonna Mega, we're gonna Stealth Rock, see what he does. Yep, he is physical, goes for a flip turn, or at least he has flip turn. I knew to do that, but that did a decent chunk. Float Zone, let's look at a band set with not Pursuit, because that's illegal, flip turn. Bandit flip turn, that's not a bandit flip turn, and it's not Life Orb, so very interesting. He did bring out Corv right away. Pretty expected. I think he's going to want to go for he's gonna want to go for a defog here, so he can get rid of these rocks, because this is his only defogger that he brought this week. So in the case of him clicking defog, I can easily go into Raichu, because he did not bring Quagsire and he does not have Mega Sceptile up yet. So he doesn't have much that wants to take an electric move, so I'm going to swap Ra into Raichu as he defogs. Yup. Okay. Next. So the way I see it here, he does not want to stay in because he knows I two-shot this thing. He could go into Chansey. Could go into Chansey, and I can't touch that. He could go into Sceptile, but it's not Mega yet, and I don't think he wants to take that chip this early. So I think Chansey is his best play, so I think I'm going to... I'm going to Volt Switch out into one of our offensive threats. Who would be ideal to take out Chansey? I would say we can go Noivern now and set up, but Mimikyu is still there with its disguise, so I don't want to do that. Actually, wait, I think I should calc this. Look at Mimikyu, Sword Stance. Yeah, if I'm on +1, I should be able to break his sub and kill him in one. Oh, I didn't click it. Yeah, let's Volt Switch. Here's the play. I think he's regretting not bringing Quagsire right now, and if I were him, I would too, but it does suck for us because we have a couple of moves that could have been better if Quagsire, we known it wasn't coming, but they still work out. We can still use our Roserade, and we can still use Grass Knot if we need to, so I'm not too worried. But yeah. The big problem with that is Chansey. Because Chansey can be decently bulky, even though it has no defenses. But looking at this, I would have to get to +2 for a chance to 2-go. If I'm at +3, that's approximate 2-go? What does that mean? Whatever, if I don't get that. He does go into Sceptile, which is interesting. I did not expect him to swap in the Sceptile. I definitely expected Chansey to swap. Okay. What do I do here? I could go Vanillux. It would scare him into thinking I'm a Scarf Vanillux. Because I don't even think he can kill me with anything anyways. So I think the play is to go into Vanillux to make him think that I'm Scarfed. And then swap out, because my only other option would be Roserade, who comes in, tanks a move, and then Sludge Bombs, but I feel like Corv is just too obvious at that point. Yeah, we're gonna go into Vanillux. We're gonna bait the Scarf. We're gonna bait the Scarf. Because he knows if I'm Scarfed. Let's see. Vanillux. If I'm Scarf, I'm not faster with a scarf? Wait, oh wait, I might not be max. I mean, if he sped crept, then he wouldn't notice that, so... Unless he sped crept me for scarf, we'll see. I'm just clicking Blizzard. Just stay in, lands a focus blast for KO. Okay, so the bait did not work. I figured the bait would work better, but it did not. So that's my bad. I think we just go Roserade here. I made that mistake. I should have checked to see. Well, I should have checked to see that more. He's checking to see what he got. Alright. We go into Roserade here because Roserade should be able to tank anything. But he's scared of this thing because he's running full special. He has no way of hurting me. Even with some of his physicals, I don't think he can hurt me. So I'm gonna click Sleep Powder, expecting a Corviknight to come in, I think is the play. I think, because yeah, I should have looked into it more if the scarf would have outsped. That was really stupid of me because I am timid. Timid max speed does not outspeed a Mega Sceptile if he's max, which he probably is, or he's crept for this specific situation. We'll see. I'm definitely predicting a core, so I'm gonna Sleep Powder. Gotta keep my notes up. Oh, he went for play. He did go Corv. We do hit the Sleep Powder, so that thing is asleep now, so that's great. So now that this thing's asleep, it's either going to spend its time trying to wake up, or it's going to just sit there. Or yeah, it's probably just going to sit there and try to wake up. I'm going to go for the Noivern play. Yeah, because we have guaranteed turn of sleep. He's scared now, so he has to figure out his swap. I'm going to go for a D-Dance. His swap is probably Chansey in this situation, or he might try to go Sceptile at speed, but I don't think he wants to take a hit, so I think this is a free turn of setup. Alright, Clank, even though he's not here. Just keep the notes consistent. Does go for the Chansey. We do set up. No more chip damage as well, so that's nice. Okay. So, if he's running defensive Eviolite, I am Noivern, who is at +1. I don't know how it can. What does it take for Mimikyu to one-shot me with a Shadow Sneak? Okay, I think we're going to set up again. Maybe? Oh, I know why it's saying approx, because it's saying approximate because the multi-hit, it's calculating the multi-hits and how many hits you get, but I think we're always guaranteed 2 as long as we hit, so... Yeah, I'm gonna de-ants again. He's probably frantically calculating to figure out what we're trying to do here. He might be calculating for Dragon Claw. That wouldn't be bad. He's going for a Protect. That's perfect. We get more setup then. That's awesome. I think now we should be a guaranteed 2-ko as long as we're hitting, so yeah, let's do it. Goes into Mega Sceptile, so this thing's dead. He sacks the Mega Sceptile. Very interesting. Yeah, so he's in a tough situation now, because he let me get the +2. I think his main plan now is to hope that his combo of priority can take me out, because he probably has Shadow Sneak, Mimikyu, he might have Aqua Jet Floatzel, and then, is it Bullet Punch, Vacuum Punch? What does this thing get? What did Lucario get for priority? I gotta look it up, not in there, I'm gonna look it up in here. That's my team. Uncategorized, Lucario. Does not get Mach Punch. I hit Enter Punch. Whoops. Does get Vacuum Wave. Does get Bullet Punch. So it could have Bullet Punch, Vacuum Wave for priority. If I had to take a guess, I'd say Vacuum Wave, because it does more damage to Aggron. He does bring out this thing. I look at Lucario. I don't know what set you are, but I don't think... Oh, you do have Extreme Speed as well. Dual Wing Beat should be a kill. So I'm just going to go for that. If I take an Extreme Speed, okay. He does not Extreme Speed. Oh my. Are we coming back? I don't want to speak too soon, because there's always the chance that things can screw me, because Corviknight's still a problem, but it is asleep. Mimikyu could be a problem because it has Shadow Sneak, and if we miss, he's saying it shouldn't have calced. Wait, no, I'm wrong. Timid Lord's attack. Ah. Trying to leak information out of me right now. Trying to get me to give out my nature. He does go Mimikyu. So we should be guaranteed to live one Shadow Sneak from Mimikyu, and as long as we can hit, we should be able to pop sub and kill. We do hit, pop the skies, takes that damage, and then we get the kill. Wait, oh no. Oh no, the calc. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I forgot how Dual Wing Beat calc worked for a second. Because no, if we only got one hit off, it would only do half that damage. That's the whole damage. That's the whole damage, so we only did half that, whoops, but we did do good. We do have a lot of pressure on his team. Mimikyu is very sleepy. Who comes in to take out Mimikyu? If he lets this go, that is. I think it's just Mega Aggron? Yeah. I'm bringing Mega Aggron to come take out the Mimikyu. I totally forgot that's how the Calth work. I thought that was just... I don't know why I thought that was one hit, but no. That's half damage, so I should have realized that. Whoops. Oh well. Noivern goes a bit earlier, but it did get 2 nice kills, which is awesome. And we did take out 2 of his more offensive threats. Mimikyu is on the verge of death. He's trying to figure out what his swap is. Corviknight is still asleep. Because I think Raichu can clean up these 2. I just need to get that Chansey out of here. If I can get Chansey out of here, Raichu takes out Floatzel and Corv, and then that should be all. It's not capturing my mouse. It should be capturing my cursor. Maybe it's just because I'm not looking on screen. I don't know. But yeah, so he either gives this thing up and takes some damage on me, or he tries to swap. He doesn't. He probably swaps into Corv, but then it's just taking Chip from sleep. The core of Chansey and Corv is still going to bully me, especially since he revealed Protect. I'm assuming this is a wish. He does go Corv. Get a little damage off. We get a crit 17. Nice. I want to take a look at something. Let's look at Corv. Let's look at crit Iron Head. That is in range, so I'm thinking he might be actually a little bit more physically defensive. I think we bring out Biggie Cheese here. Does still stay asleep. That's awesome. Probably going for the Chansey swap. If I checked correctly last time, if he's running a lot of defense, Play Rough is not worth it. So I'm just gonna go for another Volt Switch. Just go right to Chansey. I actually think I need to take this opportunity to do this, because I can get set up. Then that would be ideal. I need to look at damage though. Mimikyu. One Shadow Sneak does about 61 to 73. Floatzel. I don't know what your item is, but I don't think it's a band. I don't know what it is. But if you're a band, Aqua Jet. Okay. Yeah, I think we bring in Azelf. This probably scares him, making him think I'm physical Azelf, who will kind of body him, but I'm not. So this was Lily's plan when I prepped with him. The plan is, even though I'm special, if I get +6, I guarantee a 2-ko, so that's what we're doing. Oh, he sets up rocks here. Just bring more setup, dude. You got walls, ID breakers, so let's just pile on that setup, you know. He's probably calcing for Aura Sphere or Focus Blast. Do I even get either of those? I have to check. I have to check if I get fighting coverage. I don't think so. I think when we were teching, we were looking for fighting coverage, but I don't get any. So he's trying to figure out what the plan is here. But yeah, I'm just gonna Nasty Plot again, because his best answer to this now is combined of Aqua Jet and Shadow Sneak from Mimikyu Floatzel. He's going for another wish, so he's gonna be annoying this fight, but I'm just gonna get to +6. He might wish into Corv. He might just stay in. Yeah, he just stays in. He's I think tosses. Alright, that's smart. So now it becomes a war of attrition. He's gonna keep wish protecting. Yeah, he sees I'm just clicking Psychic, but he can't bring anything into it really, because he brings in Corv. I kill that next turn. Floatzel dies, Mimikyu dies, so this is just going to be a war between these two. He does set up the wish. I'm expecting the protect, so I'm just going to click Flamethrower. Yep. but we should be able to slowly chip away at him. Because we do over half. We did 63. So he can't heal up fully. So as long as we're playing on our game, we should be fine. God, I can't believe I brought dual setup this week. But I kind of needed to because he has a lot of threats. But yeah, so if he tries to keep this thing alive, I think he has to, because his only other option is to swap into something that dies. But he needs to bring in Mimikyu, because Mimikyu has a chance to kill me at this. If I take a look, I'm at 66%. Shadow Sneak has a 62% chance to kill. Okay. So yeah, he needs to find an opportunity to bring in Mimikyu. Or he's just looking for his chance to bring in Floatzel to try and speed tie and kill, but I should outspeed unless he's bringing Scarf Floatzel. Scarf Floatzel is the only thing that's stopping me, right? I guess, yeah. It's all down to a war. I've said this before, but yeah. It's either he drops Chansey, he brings something in to die, but Mimikyu is his best answer to finishing this off. Especially, I think it's a Life Orb set? Yeah, it's a Life Orb. Okay, how can Life Orb? I am. So if it's max attack Jolly with Life Orb, it's a chance to kill. If he's max attack Adamant Life Orb, it's a guaranteed kill. But I don't think he's Adamant. Because there are things he wants to outspeed. He does bring out Mimikyu. Interesting. He throws Mimikyu away. Brings out Floatzel. So that's telling me he's banking on the speed tie, or he is a Scarf. Let's look at a Scarf Floatzel. I don't know what this thing is running, but if it's Scarf, it's probably not Aqua Jet. Could be Crunch, I'm thinking. If he is Scarf Crunch, he takes me out. Do I want to swap? What are my options for Corv if I swap here and save? If I swap here and save, my options for Corv is, Raichu. I don't really need a Rose, so I think we throw Rose away here, because, plus I realized I'm only at +4. I didn't even realize I didn't get all the way to +6. I thought I did. Okay. See, we're all thinking it's a speed tie. I'm thinking it might be. I'm gonna do one last check. Floatzel. Let's say Banded, but you're not actually banded, you're Scarfed. Unless they're on flip turn. Versus Mega Aggron, or my Mega Aggron, you should do 16 to 19. How much did you do turn 1? You did 17, so that is in range. So I think you're a Scarf. I think you're Scarf Floatzel. And I think I want to save this thing. Yeah, we're gonna save. Oh, I went for liquidation. Oh. He went for liquidation, huh? We're going to synthesize. We're gonna see. I'm thinking there's a half chance that he. Yeah, he goes Corv here. I should have expected that. I'm actually gonna bring out Azelf right now. Bring it right back out. Still asleep. If he is running Brave Bird, I'm probably dead. How should I do it with the flamethrower? I do a good chunk. Yeah, we're just gonna go for a flamethrower. Does he swamp the Floatzel? He said that it should be a speed tie, but I'm kind of skeptical because I don't know what item he is. I want to say, I'm just gonna go for a flamethrower here. He does wake up finally, gets a Brave Bird off, does kill, but this thing is super weak, so we bring in Raichu. And, I think he has to sack here. I think he does, so he does not sack here. He still goes out to Chansey. Oh, wait, I think I misplayed. Yeah, he's just gonna wish. I super misplayed this. I super misplayed this. I should have just stayed in. He's just gonna wish. Yeah, he's just gonna wish pass right back to Corviknight. Oh wait, I can outplay him. Oh no, wait, he didn't swap. I thought he would swap. Fuck, I thought he would swap. I thought for sure he would swap. What the hell? I can't believe I misplayed that. That feels so stupid on my behalf. Oh, I guess I should have expected that I'd kill on swap. I'm an idiot. I'm a big idiot. I had such a good play. I had such a good win con. I could have just done my damage. Actually, this thing tanks. What the hell? I should have brought Body Press. Why didn't I bring Body Press? Because I didn't think it did enough damage to Corv. I should have brought Body Press instead of Stone Edge. He does U-turn. Who comes out here? Chansey comes back out. His Chansey's a problem. Oh no, I don't do enough damage to Chansey. Why is it so tanky? Why is this thing so tanky? I should have brought Body Press. Why didn't I bring Body Press? So I bought Body Press. Yeah, that's guaranteed 2-ko. Oh my goodness. I should have brought Body Press. Because now I lose. I don't have anything that kills Chansey. Yeah, I don't do nearly enough damage. God, why didn't I bring Body Press? I didn't, because I thought 5 defense, it can't tank that much. God. I forgot that he has so much HP that his little defense does not matter too much. The early toss on Noivern and me not bringing Body Press killed me, because I can Sleep Powder here, but it's not going to matter. I calced. I didn't see banded damage. Am I stupid? I did not see banded damage. I think I'm stupid. Yeah, that's just GG's. There's no way I can get out of this, even if I kill this thing. Floatzel comes in, kills me one shot, or... Yeah, and I thought too hard into the Scarf. I should have just played out the 50-50 with Azelf. It's nice. He's got a swap, but it's not going to matter. Wait, did he just outplay his hand? No, it doesn't matter. I still lose the core, but... Yeah, he outplayed his hand. Doesn't matter. Oh, I can't believe I misplay every time. Why didn't I just bring... Why did I think... It's because I was too worried about Corv, but I don't even think the Stone Edge did that much better. I should have just brought... I should have just brought it. I thought Chansey, with its low defense, it was enough for Stone Edge to chip through, but I forgot that this thing has 200 base health. So if I would have brought Body Press, it would have been so much better. Oh my goodness, I feel... so stupid. I feel so There we go. Alright. So we're here for kind of the interview with Yarrick. Unfortunately couldn't be seen, but we do have a nice little text blurb here that we had in exchange. So we'll just kind of read through, talk about it. So I asked about why he didn't bring Cresselia or Quagsire, because I expected one or both of them to come. He said that Crest was good, but a lot of physical attackers could wall it and kill it, and it required a lot of setup to sort of get itself going, and Quag, while good, lost to my many Pokemon, which had a lot of access to grass and good special attacks, so he decided against that, which I guess is fair. I thought Quag would have been a good partner for Corv, but I guess if he was super worried about the grass and special moves, it's smart to not bring it home, because I did bring quite a bit of that. That's the main reason we brought Roserade. It's why we brought Grass Knot on Raichu. It's why we brought our Vanillux here. So yeah, very smart. He also said that Quag is very predictable, and couldn't reliably EQ into Aggron, just rely on Scald Burns, which I get, but I mean, Quag was a perfect wall to Aggron. It was a decent wall to some of my other attackers. It's just opinions. I guess I see where he's going. Made a smart decision. It's up to everything. He asked about Miss Megamus, Urshifu, and Tapu Fini. I said that Urshi was originally a consideration for the setup sweeper over Noivern, but I liked outspeeding with D-Dance rather than relying on Sucker Punch bulk up. Mismagius was fast and did good damage, but he had faster Pokemon and priority, which could two-shot it or one-shot it, depending on what move it was. And Tapu Fini was just not good this week because it would set up terrain. It would make Pokemon like Cresselia and Quagsire harder to kill because I can't set up Toxic on them. And then he says he initially wasn't going to bring Sceptile because he was going to find a different way for Noivern, but he was also worried about Fini, so he ended up bringing it anyways, which is smart. Then he asked about the Vanillux, and then I talked to him about trying to bait the Scarf, but then if he was max speed, it wouldn't have mattered. Plus, it didn't matter. He was predicting I was max HP to try and level Focus Blast, but I was not, so it was guaranteed to kill if it hit. I asked him if he was bulk up Corv, and he was not. He was just standard defog Corv with Brave Bird and U-turn. So ideally, if I did bring Body Press Aggron, then I could have outbulked it and probably could have won instead, but oh well. He did consider Body Press, but he liked Brave Bird better, and if he was doing Body Press, he'd go Iron Defense instead of Curse, which I get. You're only running one attack, then with Body Press, you don't really need the attack boost. You can just go Iron Defense, get double defense boost. He asked about the physical Noivern, if it was just outspeed. I said that, and also the multi-hit move helped break a lot of his possible sashes. And then he brought up Mimikyu, and I told him about the miscalc, and also because I hoped Infiltrator would bypass that, but it does not. You know, maybe it should. Maybe we should consider that. But oh well. And then he asked personally about his team changes. because he made a few transactions into this team. He originally had Darmgene instead of Chansey, Umbreon instead of Moltres, and then Armaldo instead of Lucario. Excuse me. And I said these changes were probably better for him. Chansey has been a superstar ever since he picked it up. Lucario is a nice little variety attacker. And Moltres he hasn't used much, but it can be good. The only problem with Moltres, as he says here, is it's the problem with having Moltres and Corviknight. It's about picking which bulky bird to bring, and in almost every case it's going to be Corviknight just because of how bulky and it's good typing. And then he asked me, is there any changes I would have made to the team? I said definitely I would have brought Body Press instead of Stone Edge. I don't know why I didn't do that, because looking at all the calcs, I think the only reason I brought Stone Edge instead of Body Press is mainly because of Salazzle. Because if Salazzle was there and I had to fight it with Aggron, Stone Edge my best bet because it was guaranteed OHKO, while Iron Head and Body Press both did only about 30%. So he could 2-shot me while I could only 3-shot him. And yeah, he just talked about things. We talked a little bit. But yeah, that was pretty much everything. It was a good match between both of us. Obviously, I'm still making misplays. He did ask a little bit. Where is it? Yeah, when he asked about the upsets or the mix-ups, I just talked about, maybe just so many backpack seasons. I've just kind of been off my game, especially since we've really we had our best season 2 seasons ago in season 3, and ever since we've just kind of been falling off from where we used to be. But that's not a conversation for now, it's a conversation for later. Anyways, that does put us probably out of the race for playoffs. Normally in something like this, it's very lucky if you can get into playoffs with a 5-5 record. So having a 4-6 record, it would be near impossible, I think, at this point. So probably not going to make playoffs, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean we're going to give up. We still have 2 more weeks, 2 more matches that we're going to get through. Next week we go up against the Detroit Red Wingles. So they have a very interesting team. Where can I bring the team? Here it is. Detroit Red Wingles all the way at the bottom, because they did take Hoopa Unbound, which, as I said before in the team building, like the team draft, originally this was my plan instead of Urshifu, but then it was taken from me because Wolf is kind of running sort of a gimmicky team. It's a team that has like multiple forms, like you got Pokemon like Silvally, Gastrodon, Gourgeist, Rotom, all these Pokemon who have sort of these different forms and these transformations they can do. So he is lacking in a lot of key types. Hopefully we'll be able to sort of abuse his key type lackings and sort of punish him with all of our super offensive team. Maybe not super offensive, but hopefully we should be able to punish him with a lot of our team, because I can see some teams that some mons on our team that will go in depending on what he brings. But yeah, that's all. I'm still having fun with the series. Even though I'm kind of sound tired and kind of sick of the losses, I'm not going to fully give up. But this has been fun to make, fun to do. And again, if any of you are out there and you're watching this and you want to give it a try or you want to learn more, let me know. I can do things. I'm actually planning on making a bonus video, if you want to call it, of just, just some stuff. Like maybe I'm thinking of making a bonus video where I sort of explain my process through making teams, and then maybe by sitting down explaining it through, we can sort of go through what kind of things you mess up on and whatnot. But yeah, that is basically all. Thank you all still so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. So have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching, and goodbye.